All right, guys, just finished a test run with this WL Toys 144001. I did not have my head strap to take a video of this thing running, but it is simply fantastic. A few points about it. Number one, I love the steering control. I was able to actually adjust it and make sure that it would go straight. So this is basically your steering trim, and you have a throttle trim if you want to slow it down, but your steering trim should pretty much be straight right around with this at the 90-degree mark. But it is really great to get this car running really straight, so no more trying to adjust these tie rods and all this stuff like with the WL Toys 959s. Awesome car. So first of all, it is fast. Of course, it's not as fast probably as a 959B. I would say it's a little slower, but still it's very quick. Maybe 2 to 3 miles an hour slower. I think the stock 959B is like 33, and most people have been clocking this at around 30. You can kind of tell. I mean, it just accelerates a tiny bit slower, but it has enough power to squeal the tires to, you know, if you hit it really hard and you're kind of changing direction, lift the front end. It'll roost on dirt. It'll shoot up rocks. It's just awesome. The other thing I really liked about it was the maneuverability. The turning is really, really sharp. It turns excellent. You don't spin out like with the 959B. Although for some that's a lot of fun. This is really easy to control. I was jumping it on some grass and was able to get some really nice height and land. The ground clearance is very evident on high grass. I mean, unlike the 959B where, you know, you really couldn't do much, where you really couldn't do much on the grass. You know, this thing has plenty of clearance. Just look at that clearance. So really great stuff. I think the next thing for me, obviously, is to play around with it. I don't know if I'm going to be running it on 3S with the stock ESC. It did get pretty hot when I touched the motor. I mean, I couldn't keep my hand on it for more than a second, and I think that is obviously too hot, what most people will tell you. But I will tell you that nothing broke, nothing went wrong. But I do think what I want to do next, which I think will make this a fantastic machine, will be to get the brushless motor installed, 60 amp ESC. I'm going to use the radio link controller with the gyro, which I've already got the receiver for that. But the big question is, what are we going to do about that reducer gear on the main drive shaft that's plastic? Because the brushless motor will probably chew that thing alive, and we can't have plastic parts on this. Everything else they upgraded is metal. So from what I saw in some of the breakouts that people did on these, the differentials are metal. That little gear at the end of the drive shaft, I don't know if that's the planary gear or whatever that is, that's metal. Everything is metal, except for that one reducer gear that is right here, that the motor primary gear spins on. That is plastic, and that I've seen Joshua already burn that out. We don't want to do that. So we'll work on it, but really great car. I'm really impressed with it, and definitely I think if you're used to the 959Bs and you like those cars, this thing will be a welcome addition, and just great, really great. All right, peace out.